De repente tengo ganas de hablar en español. Bu da futbolcular gibi yaşını küçültüyor. Déjà assez échoué. My little polyglots, good morning. It's been a while, and please ignore the trash that I've been meaning to take out for days, thank you. The reason that we've all gathered here is to put a stop, to put an end to me slacking off and consequently to you slacking off. I love to use that excuse, but I've been a little busy, and when I'm not enjoying something, I can't really study it, which is why I feel like I've been able to study these languages for so long now without like giving up, because I genuinely have fun doing it, but for the past couple weeks, I've just been worried about other things that when I was studying languages, I couldn't really enjoy it, so I just did not, is the real story, the problem at hand. But today I'm going to show you guys, even though it wasn't really at my best for a while, it's really easy to get back into that rhythm, to find joy in this routine again. So I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I do. And who knows, maybe we can help a couple of you guys who are in a language depression. I think I'm going to call it that. If you guys have also been in a language depression like me, this video might help you. Also, a couple of years back when studying, I would just do whatever I wanted, but in the past years I've been trying to balance active and passive studying a little bit better, because left to my own devices, I'm just gonna put on Netflix, just gonna click on something in my target language, and I'm just gonna call it a day. Either that or listening to music. Like, those things I can do for hours on end obsessively. But the thing is, if you do that down the line, you're probably gonna get really good at understanding, but you're not gonna be as good, or you're gonna be lucky if you can even speak the language, if you can like produce things on your own. And the reason why I'm focusing on German and French for this weekend is because French is the language that I speak the least good, like, pardon my French all the time, please. And then German, because I want to take like those Goethe or Delft certifications. I don't know which one I'm going to take yet, so we're going to be preparing for those two things. Let's start with something that's a little bit less challenging for me, because I'm barely caffeinated. Like, I can barely function right now, so I'm just going to start with something that's easier on my brain, which is like reading, because I've been trying to finish this book in German and it's been killing me, and I kind of found like an easier way to do that, so I'm just going to show you guys that. Let me pick a spot to read first. This corner seems fine. I have my Jack Skellington for emotional support as well. And as I said, I really like to start my study sessions with some sort of passive practice like reading. But depending on your level or the topic that you're reading about, it's also not always easy to practice that way. And apparently I have been living under a rock, because I just discovered this amazing app that makes the whole thing 10 times easier. It's kind of crazy, but it lets you import books, news articles, podcasts, and even Netflix, and then it turns them into lessons for you. I don't know if you can see, so I'm just gonna put it on the screen, but right now I'm reading this book in German that I've been trying to finish for a while. It's from Bill Kaulitz. It's his like biography and how the whole Tokyo Hotel thing happened. It's actually very interesting. But obviously the words that he uses are not that familiar to me sometimes, and having to use a separate dictionary app like every 5 minutes has been very distracting for me. But with this app, I just need to tap on the words that I don't know, and boom, you just get the translation right away. So it's been speeding up my process a lot, and what's crazier is that this app literally tracks the words that you know and you don't know. So I can literally see my progress. Like, the words that I have never seen are blue. I mean, I have obviously seen most of these words before, just not on the app. But as you keep reading, you just get less and less blue words. Words I'm learning right now are yellow, and the words I already understand are not highlighted at all. So it's kind of like a personal challenge now. I want the app to know that I know these words. So I literally feel motivated to read more, to see fewer highlighted words each day, so I can actually see and feel that I'm improving. Also, I did import this book myself, but there's a huge library of content available from beginner to advanced. So it's basically my own personal language library all in one place, easily accessible here on my computer or even on my phone. And it actually has so many features that I can't go over right now, like the ability to turn any piece of audio into a transcript to help improve my understanding. But if you want to check out this app yourself, it's called Link. Link was actually co-founded by Steve Kaufman, who's this crazy polyglot that speaks 20 languages, and it basically lets learners like myself acquire a new language using the content that I already enjoy. So if you want to check out Link, you can use the link in my description and see for yourself. And in the meantime, I will be uncovering some dirt on Tokyo Hotel's past. Thank you.
Undenkbar, das konnten wir uns gar nicht leisten. Also war ich in meinen normalen Sportschuhen in weißen Reeboks aufgeschlagen. Auch wenn wir die im Schluss verkaufen.
I'm not gonna lie, that was honestly such a good start to the day. I have been reading for more than 45 minutes, which is probably more than I have ever done this past month. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's actually best to not like just stop here and just to like throw away your book, your app, whatever you're reading with. It's best to kind of like go over those words and to try to use those words yourself. At first, it's not gonna be that easy, so you can use some dictionary apps that already have other examples with those words so you can understand it a little bit better and kind of see the other uses of those words, which is really, really important. So it's kind of like, again, balancing it. A passive exercise such as reading, we're balancing it with something active like producing our own sentences, which is what I'll be doing now after lunch because I am so hungry. You see, I have already been being very productive. That's why I deserve something delicious, you know? So I just might or might not have ordered a burger, which might or might not have been the best decision for my body, but I just knew it was the best decision for my soul. So while devouring my delicious burger, I will be watching something in German, which is also passive practice, how to sell drugs online fast. It's actually one of those rare shows that I have been watching just because I really actually love it and not to just get some language practice. So that's what we're doing for lunch. I ordered from this Korean place, I think. It's called Cry Cheeseburger. Cry now, laugh later. Ooh, it does look very good though. Never had In-N-Out, but this is how I imagine it to look like. It's so crunchy.
Wie man nicht ganz offen miteinander sprechen kann. Das ist ganz normal. Dann bräuchte man... Was sind die besten Star Wars-Filme in ansteigender Reihenfolge?
Okay, not gonna lie, I needed a little bit of a break after that meal, but we're back. But basically, there were some new words that I have seen in this book as I was reading. Now I'm gonna do is just creating a new page with these new words that I have, and then I'm just gonna create my own sentences with it. My notes are always all over the place, so it can be on my iPad, it can be on this little notebook that I have. I don't really keep them organized, but I just make sure that I understand them. Luckily, in this case, it wasn't really hard to understand when or how to use this word, but in case if it is, I literally just go to ChatGPT and say use klapprig in 5 sentences. And it's super nice. I can even get the translations, but in case if I don't understand, can you explain the 5th sentence? And here I have a word for word explanation. Yeah, so for now, I'm basically just gonna keep doing this for a while. Atan, Almanca vlogumdasın şu an. Sag was auf Deutsch, bitte.
Ja, hocam ich kenne nicht ya. Ya abi abdesteiger. Ich denke nicht. Anlatabiliyor muyum? Ben düşünemiyorum ya.
Aufgestanden bir de.
Tamam, ich bin Atahan. Ich bin 24 Jahre alt.
Dakika 24 mi? Sen hayır. Yalancı 25. Bu da futbolcular gibi yaşını küçültüyor.
Ya nein ya nein. Aa, bir ay var.
I love when my friends call me and distract me. But nevertheless, I finished my example sentences. And actually, I don't keep them very complicated. Like, I think it's unnecessary as long as you get the like essence of the word. So one of the words that I learned today was unweigerlich, which was inevitably and unavoidably. Short and sweet, I just wrote something that makes sense. Wenn du nicht lernst, wirst du unweigerlich durch die Prüfung fallen. So I just finished my sentences y de repente tengo ganas de hablar en español. No sé por qué, pero como ustedes saben, el español es uno de mis idiomas absolutamente favoritos. Me encanta hablar en español y creo que es por eso. Últimamente estaba aprendiendo, estudiando mucho alemán y no tenía muchas oportunidades para expresarme en español. Y bueno, estoy creando mi propia oportunidad, ¿no? Bueno, normalmente en esta parte del video estaré hablando en alemán, pero a veces también me gusta que fluye, ¿sabes? A ver dónde me lleva la vida. La vida y mis study sessions. Nunca se sabe de verdad. Para mí es muy raro, pero el único idioma que no me sale como así de naturalmente es coreano. Creo que es porque vivo en Corea y cuando tengo que arreglar cosas que no me gusta tanto, como en el banco, o no tengo problemas con el gobierno. Lo dije como si fuera una criminal. No, pero quería decir como con la inmigración y tal. Y el resto de los idiomas que hablo, siempre los estaba hablando porque me gusta, porque me encanta aprender idiomas y quiero practicar, ¿no? Pero coreano, aunque me han como forzado mucho y tienen razón, ¿no? Estoy en Corea, entonces tengo que hablar en coreano. 15, 16 y me encantaba hablar en coreano. Fue mi sueño estar aquí, de hecho, trabajar aquí, estudiar aquí y al final no quiero vivir aquí. Es un sentimiento raro. Tengo un poco de miedo, para decir la verdad. Like, is this what it feels like to be in your 20s? Good morning. I did take my trash out, as you can see. I know, big day for me. But today I'm gonna take you guys to a cafe because today we have serious work. We need to journal en français. Not looking forward to that, but I'm taking my journal. This is like my actual diary, and probably every single page is in a different language. So I have some little memories here. But yeah, one way to keep things interesting for me is basically just like writing my diary, things that I'm thinking about, things that have happened to me in my target language. And I think my French level is just perfect for that because I cannot like express a lot of complicated thoughts, but I can very well write and talk about the things that are happening to me in my day-to-day life. So we're gonna be taking that. I'm just gonna take my laptop in this bag that I got from Japan. I love her. And yeah, let's go. Oh, this bag is heavy. The outfit they can only see the half of, but there's literally nothing else to see, so it's all fine. Let's go. Okay, so this part of the video is obviously going to be a nice little, maybe even a bit aesthetic study montage. I was going to this bakery cafe called Paris Croissant. This is precisely where everything started to go incredibly wrong. First of all, I was already too hot, okay? Like, if you've never been to Korea in July, I just cannot explain this pain to you. But then I walked into the cafe, and as I was ordering, the barista was like, hey, by the way, our AC does not work. Is that okay? I immediately said yes. I said that's okay. I have no idea why, it just came out of me. So even though I regretted it like 0.5 seconds later, there was nothing I could do. I had already said yes. I had to face the stupidity of my own actions. So here I am, already pissed, sitting in this unpleasantly hot cafe, dripping in sweat, and what do I realize? I didn't even take a damn pen to journal. So I was like, okay, I guess no choice. I don't like typing if I'm journaling for language learning, but I had no choice. So I'm just putting it on the screen for my wee baguette French learners. And as if all of that was not enough, I was apparently recording with a weird setting, so it looks like I'm coming to you live directly from the gates of heaven. But please bear with me. Literally everything that could go wrong did go wrong during this study session. I had to cheer myself up a little with danso kuduro and told myself that I can still be productive. And then I started watching this vlog to get a little more food vocabulary, and I just noted down some of the words that I hadn't heard before. And once I was done with that, I was just quickly looking for a flashcard deck in French on Quizlet. I don't have a deck for B1 yet, so after a couple failed attempts, thanks to people thinking être is a B1 level verb, I found this super strange deck that just seems like a bunch of breakup phrases, but it entertained me and it did teach me, guys, so I definitely consider this a win. And so I just left when I finally had enough of this damn AC situation. Thank you. I just got out and literally in the middle of Korean summer, out on the street, it is cooler than in that damn cafe. I don't know what was wrong with me, but it was like a brain fart moment, you know? He said, our AC doesn't work, is that okay? I just said yes. My brain had already melted at that point by walking here, so, and after I said yes, I couldn't have just been, oh my god, why does it say Deutschland here? And France, oh my god, is that a, Deutschland, France, and Turkey, is that a, is that a sign, you guys? Look at this. Anyways, the sound is probably shit, so you're gonna get a voiceover. Bienvenue dans ma voiceover en français. Dans cette partie du vlog, je pense que c'est le bon moment pour avouer une addiction. Je veux le faire en français parce que c'est encore plus drôle d'être agressif dans une langue où j'ai zéro confiance. Voilà, Smiskies. Je n'avais rien à faire de le boubous pendant tellement longtemps et là, bam, je tombe dans le piège des Smiskies. Malheureusement, je les aime trop. Ces petits démons, ils sont trop mignons. Mais dans ce centre commercial, il y avait juste quelques séries dispo. Donc voilà des vidéos de moi qui fait 3 magasins différents juste pour voir s'ils ont une autre série. Spoiler alert, non. La série que je voulais, disparue. Tragique. La fin. Bon, je pense que c'est un bon moment pour arrêter cette vidéo. Pourquoi j'ai l'impression qu'on a déjà assez échoué. Genre, si je continuais à filmer le reste de mon dimanche, je vais juste continuer à foirer. Although, je te blâme pas, hein? Je dis juste ça comme ça. Mais bon, au moins, on n'a pas raté l'étude de langue. Tu vois bien, même si t'es en train de fondre sous les crayons sans stylo, quand on veut, on peut. So I consider this weekend a success. As I said, I will stop filming here because I will be just doing boring things for the rest of my Sunday. So this is kind of like a format that I have never done before. So let me know what you think about it in the comments. And depending on that, you might see more or less of it. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye!